Damn, I should have just took that, I don't know. Hey, yo, what's up, Alfred? Yeah, I'm happy to see that, man. What happened? Where did you go wrong, and how did you fix it? Mhm. We don't have any news. We have no news at all. So I really don't know why price is being stagnant right now and being indecisive about what direction it wants to go into. I mean, I feel like this is a short. I feel like this is a short, but kind of want to wait for the bulls to exhaust themselves a little bit I feel like this is a short. Actually, that's the wrong strategy. Um, that's the wrong strategy. But we can make it work. I really feel like this wants to short, but um, okay. So Albert says that he went short too late, got stopped out on the bounce back up, scaled in long to get back green. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at Bookmap too, and boy, is that man, does that look crazy right there? That looks crazy. But as we was talking about in last night's NA meeting, man, I mean, even if you got short at 820, you had what 12 points of drawdown, and before you caught this big move right here, I had a feeling that that's what the market was going to do. I think I should get out of this because this thing is chopping in a tight range, and I don't like it. Mm. I don't like it, and it looks like it wants to break out to the upside. That's what it looks like, but mm, well, there it goes. There's a breakout to the upside. I don't know. Mm. Mm. 788, huh? Mm. That's the question. Does this thing want to keep popping up, or does this thing want to go down? That's the question. I'm gonna keep my eyes on this little swing. I'm gonna keep my eyes here because this is where price broke out at. If the bulls are to come back in, this is highly likely where they'll come back in at. This is highly likely where they'll come back in. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Mm. You like 830? Mm. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, Okay, so what I'm thinking right now, I feel that, I mean, if the bears are going to come in, I mean, this is where they have to come in. They can't let it come back to 830. They let it come back to 830. This is the Nasdaq. Shit, the bears let this shit come anywhere close to their stops. This thing is going higher. So if the bears are going to want to hold this is where they're going to have to hold. If they don't, well, they know what's going to happen. Or shit, we all know what's going to happen. We'll probably see a run up to 865, 860, 865. Honestly, I might just actually get out of this. Actually, I'm not going to give it this much. Well, actually, that is actually where it invalidates the trade, actually. Uh, okay. All right. Okay. You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. If they blast through this range, then we're going to see a stop run. And then I'm flipping long, I guess. Honestly, I probably should just flip long, honestly. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't gotta do it. All right. So this 9 o'clock algo's coming up. Well, it looks like I should have took that short again. On the ES. Every time I look at the ES and it's like, man, I should take that trade. I don't. I don't know, man. I don't want to take the ES trades anymore. They're just too slow for me. The Nasdaq is slow now. Just imagine the torture that you feel if you was trading the ES. It's too goddamn slow. With all that momentum, they couldn't hit the 18-point target. You gotta love the NQ. Okay. Mm. Yeah, well, looks like I should have stayed in that original short. I would at least got some of my targets hit. Mm. Well, this is the moment of truth right here for the bulls right here. Either they found themselves right back above that support trend line, or the bears are going to pile into this and short that. Based on how it feels, it does feel that the bulls were or that the bears are in control, but mm, it does feel that the bears are in control. It does feel that way. And that's what it looks like, but it don't feel that way. That's what it looks like, but it just doesn't feel that way. So the reason why I kind of stayed in this long is because I'm thinking that this is an opportunity for the bulls to buy the retest right here from this area of liquidity once we saw that breakout. That's why I kind of took this long. I mean, we're still at the support trend line. The bears are trying to sell off of it though, but I'm gonna stay in this long. I just bought the retest here. Hey, what's up, EJ Trades? Uh, you know, Red Kit, I don't know, man. I mean, we got what the high last night was like 8:30 or something like that. I really think, I mean, because we already got this drop here. We got this drop. We kind of talked about this last night. So I'm thinking like 870, 865. I think that's like the minimum where the market probably wants to go. Probably 845, maybe. Eight. All right. So we got that first target hit. All right. So maybe 845. All right. So I mean, we got the bulls coming back into this. I'm going to scale in here. I'm going to scale in if I can. I mean, at a pullback. I mean, if this, okay. Can I get my cruiser back, please? Damn. And if I can get a pullback entry here. All right. I mean, just again, just to kind of recap of why I kind of stayed in this long is again, right here, that low right there. Support. The bulls pulled back into it after they broke out. And all I did was just buy the retest of this thing. All right. All right. So because this is Apex, I'm going to have to scale this thing or trail this thing if it'll give me back my cruiser. Unfortunately, I can't let this thing pull all the way back on me. Um, so I'll just trail it candle by candle on this. I'll actually let like probably 840. Probably R2. R2 is a good. R2 is good. Why not? Let's go for R2 on this. If this was a end of day drawdown account, I would let this ride. I would let it ride. But I'm just going to trail it candle by candle. Try to get the most out of this as possible. Okay. All right. So I'm out of that. I mean, I'm up $1,100 right now. Good trade. That was a good trade. Took a little bit of heat on it initially, but all in all, that was a good trade. I mean, this. Mm, mm. Yeah, so I'm looking at the ES right now, and it's looking like this thing is going to probably come back up and retest 102, 100, and you'll probably see a drop there. Mm. All right. E65. 842 is a previous day's low. So we'll probably see 845 if they don't drop it here at 30. 845 is probably what this thing is shooting for. Let's see what they do here on the ES. I mean, obviously the structure is bullish, but at least for right now. All right, so I mean, we got the R2. That always hurts when your target gets hit. That was obviously an unnecessary stop out. Always love when you do that, NQ. Okay, so I would have got that target hit. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. Hmm. I'm gonna wait to see what happens when I'm gonna wait to see what happens when price gets to like 43, 45. I want to see what happens. And I wouldn't mind getting in with one contract, risking 27 points, and then scaling into it if I see what I want to see, or a move right back down to that trend line. If I don't get it, then that's also fine. If I don't get it, I'm not gonna force it short, and I'm not gonna chase it either. I want to see what happens at 45. All right, so we're there. Let me see if I can get a. I'm not gonna chase this. Yeah, I should have been quicker than that, huh? I should have been quicker. All right. Should have been quicker than that. All right. All right. So let's see if they'll give it to me. We'll see what happens here. Uh, 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 okay. That is a lot of strength, though. This is a lot of strength. You got separation. That is a lot of strength on this move. So I definitely have to be mindful about. You know what, man? You shorted that? That looks like that is a lot of strength. Mm, that's a lot of strength, though. Mm, well, I got in at 45 like I said I would. Mm, um, yeah, this is what I was talking about. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. All right. All right. I should have got in like I said I was going to. Man. And it gave me plenty of opportunities to do so at 45. It gave me plenty of opportunities to get in. Mm, yeah. I mean, obviously I can't get in at these lows. I can't get in at these lows. Yeah, dude. When it comes to these shorts, you gotta be like super precise with them. Mm. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to wait on the follow up short then, if we get it. And you already know what that looks like. Just gotta wait on the follow up short. If it happens, if we get the follow up short, that's how I should say it. Well, we know that this support trend line is correct. We got the reaction that we wanted to in the area that we got it in. So this is correct. See a break. I mean, honestly, if we see a break at this thing could just go right back down if we see that break. But I mean, there is a lot of bullish momentum here with that big move, all that separation, all that strength. And if the Bulls fail to hold this range right here, we already know this story. If they fail to hold it, uh, to think, the question is, do I take it? Every time when it comes to a short setup, I'm always second guessing it because I really don't want to deal with the back and forth. Uh, this is a good short setup. I just I don't want to deal with the possibility that it looks like a short setup just for the bears to get stopped out of this. Well, I guess I'm going to learn to trust my analysis, huh? I'm going to learn. All right. It's not that I don't trust it. I just don't trust the bears. Let me make that very clear. I just don't trust bears. They're addicted to getting clapped. Mm, well, I should have trusted my analysis on that one. All right. That. Mm, damn, I should have trusted it. Damn. Shit, 845 would have been a perfect entry. Damn. All right. So, I mean, if we can get a rejection here at this trend line, I'll go in short. We can get a rejection. I mean, we already have the bears breaking through it. All they need to do now is come back in this area right here, possibly like 815 if we get it, and just to short that retest. And we got that drop on the ES exactly where I said we would. Okay. Well, all right. Should have took it. Okay. All right. So let's see if the Bears is going to hold this retest. If the Bears hold the retest, then we'll get a move back down there to 730. Or at least we should. There's no support when the market starts to trend. There's no support. If the market is in a range, I mean, at least you got areas of liquidity where the market can come back, tap into, and bounce. But when a trend line gets broken, I mean, there's no support. All there is sell stops as this thing tries to go down. So, all right. So, like I said, a retest of this trend line, if we get it, I'm gonna try to sell as close as possible to it. I'm not gonna get in short anywhere else. Because what I should have did, I should have got in short where I said I was gonna get in short before. And I think this is gonna be the oh crap. This is gonna be the only account I trade. I'm not gonna take trades in my other accounts today. If the day is gonna be bearish, I prefer not to even trade. If the days is gonna be one of those bearish days where the bears are secretly in control, but the bulls keep making it difficult to see it, I don't want to deal with that today. So I'll just wait until tomorrow. Sit on my hands until tomorrow. If you don't get this follow up trade right here, then this is gonna be the last trade I take. Actually, let me just put that right there. Sell a limit right there. That's gonna be my last trade. Mm. Man, that looks tempting right there. Oh, that red candle looked tempting. But I'm gonna stick to the plan. I'm gonna stick to it. That red candle looked tempting as hell. That was like, dude, I need to short that. That's a tempting ass red candle right there. No, 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 no. Uh, Shit, that's the best place to trade is when you're at work. Uh, Come on, Nasdaq. Come on. I should have trusted you. I should have trusted you. No. Uh, yeah. I mean, if this thing falls, I'm just gonna cancel the limit if we see a drop here. Wow. I mean, $1,100 is not bad. I mean, it's not a bad way to end the day or nothing, but FOMO is a real emotion, dude. Man, it's taking everything. It's taking, well, it's not taking everything, but it's taking a lot of restraint not to jump into this damn thing. FOMO is so strong. I don't want to look like an idiot on stream though. So that's helping a lot. But man, FOMO, I'm experiencing it right now. I want to make up for missing that entry point that we talked about. So fear of loss, because I missed out, I want to fix it. And that's the emotions that I'm fighting right now. I just wish that the Bears would just, I mean, when it's their turn to rotate the market down, that they'll just do it. Like it's it's just stressful being in a short, and it takes up a lot of mental resources. And I'm always considering that every short setup I see. It's, man, should I take it? And if I do take it, are you prepared to sit through a lot of mental turmoil because of it almost hit your target, then it's going to pump because the Bulls have the momentum, but the Bears are in control. So that's not a good recipe. But at the same time, I should have trusted my analysis. That's what I should have did, and just taken the trade. That's what I should have did. All right. Hopefully, this decision right here, as soon as I get tapped in, nah, NQ, you ain't gonna. If I get tapped in, hopefully this decision right here is the correct one. Mm. Yeah, Michael, I'm not. I'm not. But man, it is a real emotion. Hold on, did this thing? It's a powerful emotion. It missed me by 1 point. It's a real powerful emotion. What is that? 820? Hmm. Honestly, I might be getting into this early. Actually, I might actually be getting in this too early. I'm actually going to move my limit up here. Hmm. All right, so I'm about to get tapped into this. No, okay, I was about to say no way. Okay, I think that's good right there. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good enough. Okay, can I get my cruiser back? Thanks. 833. All right. And this is the reason why I just prefer not to take the shorts, but kind of obvious is who's really in control here. It's just the Bulls got the momentum. Early got in super early. Okay. And this is why I hate this bitch, dude. Oh my fucking god, I hate her so fucking much sometimes, yo. Oh my god. Oh, I hate her so much. Oh my god, sometimes. Can I get my cruiser? Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. That is not fair. That is not fair. That is not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. No, it's not fair. It didn't let me adjust my targets. Uh, uh, that's not fair, dude. That is not fair. That's not freaking fair. Uh, uh, man, okay. Damn. Yeah, that drop was super crazy, dude. I mean, if I'm not showcasing it enough, if I'm not proving it to you that trend lines and chart geometry works, you try to trade against it. Unfortunately, you're going to become a liquidity donation to the market. Damn, Alfred, what? Hold on, what happened? What happened, man? Man, like, what's up? What's up with all this lag? Every time I get on Apex, uh, okay. Every time I start trading on Apex, I'm experiencing this lag. So I really don't know what the hell is going on with them. I'm not experiencing this lag on when I'm trading on my MFF accounts, my trade day account, or my not trade day, Tradeify account. But when I start trading in my Apex account, that's when I'm experiencing all this lag where I can't move my targets because I was definitely trying to adjust it because I was like, no, that shit's gonna drop. All right. I mean, does this thing continue? I mean, we got the drop. I mean, basically, this is a two leg. You know what? All right, I'm done shorting. I'm done. I'm going into sim, guys. I'm done. I'll take the $1,800 today. I'll take it. I'm green on the day, obviously. I mean, we got a two. Oh crap. We got a two-legged pullback and back into this area of support. So, and it swept the liquidity underneath this low. So I think this actually might be a bullish move. I think we're going to probably see higher. There it goes, right there. There it goes. We'll see. I think the bears just took their profits. I mean, it's obvious that there was some profit taken right here, obviously, but I don't know if the bears are going to hold this. So I mean, I don't know. So I'm gonna go in the sim. I'll just take the $1,800 today. I don't like trading these types of days. I really don't. So I won't. Okay. Oh, that dropped. Yeah, Alfred. I mean, that's that trend line right there kind of told the story. Especially on the Nasdaq. Well, especially on the ES as well. Especially on both ESs. You really gotta pay attention to where these trend lines are, because if you don't, then obviously you can see that. Because I mean, like, well, let me kind of explain why. I mean, I've already talked about this before, and I'm not just talking to you, Alfred. I'm just talking to everybody in the audience. Maybe at one point in time, the market did not trade this way. Geometry probably wasn't a reliable strategy. But once quants dominated this market, that's when you have to consider what they use to trade. And because they're mathematicians, they're using mathematics. They're using Fibonacci retracements and extensions. They're using these trend lines. They're using geometry to trade. All this is algorithmic. If I'm not mistaken, what 80% of the market is trading algos, and these algos are all instructed to trade in an algorithmic mathematical format. So those days of, just randomness is gone. The market is very efficient. It is very efficient at what it does. I mean, Muhammad comes in here and says it himself that he codes this stuff, and this is how he codes it. So it's all this stuff is like I said, based on math. So these trend lines, these lines on your chart that people try to make you feel stupid for drawing, they work. I mean, how much money have we made just simply drawing lines on the chart? They work. These ranges that I've drawn, these pivot points that I've drawn dates back from 2 years ago. I mean, I'm still using the same area of supported resistance from 2 freaking years ago. This shit don't change. These algorithms, the way that they're coded, they would have to, I mean, in order for this stuff to change, they would actually have to make new ones to replace the old ones, or they're going to have to update the old ones. And if you're familiar with how infrastructure works, you don't touch nothing that works. You don't adjust it, because if you do, it breaks, and it always does. So once you come to accept that 80% of the market is algorithmic, trading the charts is always going to be better than trading with your heart, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because we know how good it feels that you take a heart-filled trade and it works. Feels good to trade with your heart, but unfortunately, it doesn't work in the market. All right, so I should have probably, well, obviously, in hindsight, I should have taken the short, but like I said, I don't like trading days like this where the market is obviously bearish, but the momentum is bullish. It makes you think you're wrong. And I don't like feeling like I'm wrong, because obviously I make mistakes. That's where my mistakes come from, when I feel like, okay, well, it looks like this, but I'm wrong. And then after all the price action is said and done, I'm right. And then because I was right, it's just a recipe for me to go on tilt. So I'm just going to sit today out and come back tomorrow. I made decent money. I made money in my funded account this morning. I made $1,800 right here. I should be happy about that and just accept it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because obviously, the competitive nature within me says, no, that's not good enough. Keep going. But I'm gonna have to sit this one out. And there goes that short. There goes that short. Okay, so what I'm interested to see in here is if they do hold this. So I will, again, I'm in the sim, so I'm not going to I'm taking more riskier trades while I'm in the sim. But if I see a break of this pivot point and the bears hold and come back, then I wouldn't mind shorting this because I know as soon, oh crap, if we can get a break of that pivot point right here, we're at least coming right back down to 670 for sure. For sure, we're coming back down to this range. And I'm still keeping my eyes on this area right here because if we get a break of this, yeah, the market's done. The bulls are done. They're done underneath this range. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on that range right there. All right, so let's see if they come back. Let's see if they come back and reject from this line right here. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to I definitely going to have to, and what I should have did was actually drew the high of that, the pre-market high. That's actually something else I should have did. Looking back at it in hindsight, obviously. Let me see, where is this high at? So 828.50 was that high? I doubt that. 832.75. 832.75. 832.75. 3 p.m. Okay. I should have known. It came right back and swept the pre-market highs, and then made that massive drop. Sometimes I kind of forget that's how the market really works as well. Sometimes I was so anxious to get in, I almost made a mistake in thinking that that was going to reject it there. But I was thinking to myself, the way that this was looking, I was like, I don't know. It doesn't look like it would reject here, so that's why I kind of moved it up. But she still found a way to stop me out. She still found a way. I mean, I was still able to get a good entry and make all my money back plus, but I got to remember about these little details right here. Got to think about stuff like that. And then they bought up the 200 EMA. So I mean, kind of recapping. Let's actually see what happens here. I want to see what they do here. I want to see what they do here. All right, so I took the short, and this is a risky short. I just want to see what happens again, just to be very clear. I do want to give myself 2 extra points. I don't want it to be right there at that EMA. But kind of going back to what I was saying, uh, just like paying attention to the EMAs. I mean, they bought perfectly at the 200 EMA right here. They bought it perfectly and bought it all the way back up to pre-market high, and then we saw that super dump. And this is what bears live for right here. Drops like this. This is what we live for. Some super drops. Okay. All right. So it looks like, at least for right now, we made a good decision. We took the short at that swing low right there. I mean, if the bears are going to come in, that's exactly where they needed to come in at. All right. So far, so good. Perfect entry. Let's see if we can get a move back down. Let me actually see something on the ES. And all right, so yeah, you gotta stop. You gotta follow the rules, dude. You gotta follow the rules. Six oh 106.25. Uh, 98. Shit, the way that this market is, you literally got to dedicate your hearts to shorts, man. You literally got to dedicate your hearts because this market will make you feel that you're wrong when you get into a short position, man. You got to dedicate your hearts. All right, so let's see if they'll push this thing down. I mean, we could get a. I mean, I really think that we'll probably get a bounce here. We'll probably get a bounce here. I don't think they want to drop the market just yet. I don't think they want to drop it just yet. But I mean, it's obvious that we're trending down now. We're making lower lows. I mean, yeah, lower lows and lower highs. So we are technically trending right now. Okay. All right. So let's see if they'll break out of this. Actually, let me do this now. Let me see if this will work. Okay. Okay. Where are you about to go? Oh. Mhm. 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 It's just I mean, I guess it does make sense. I'm talking this. I mean, it does make sense that the Bulls are buying it because we remember we are still in that range from earlier, so it's not a surprise that they're buying it. Late Bulls passive buy limits are in this area right here, and they're buying it as prices going down. Uh, so I'm not surprised that we're seeing bulls are bullish activity in this area, but I don't think the bulls are going to be successful. I don't think we're going to see a move until we get back down into this area. Dedicate your hearts. That's interesting. Hmm. 765. Mm. Let me see how that would look before I actually do it. Let me see how that would look. Dang, price is literally frozen at this price? Yeah. Dedicate your hearts. Dedicate your heart. Yeah, kind of crazy. She definitely is. She definitely is. She was being real nasty today. So I can kind of get rid of some of these other lines that are no longer necessary. You see, you got to dedicate your hearts to these shorts, man, because the Nasdaq will make you feel like you're wrong, dude. That's so crazy. She will make you feel like you're wrong. It's obvious the market is going down. Um, I mean, that's obvious, but with these bullish pops, I mean, it's very misleading. It's bullish pops, and this is why I'm just not going to trade no more of my accounts today because I really don't want to do none of this. I really don't. I mean, I'm not saying that I won't possibly get stopped out, but I don't think the market breaks this high unless we go down first. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, this area of liquidity right here, we turn this chart trader off. I mean, I could be downplaying this area of liquidity right here. The market's dipping into it and using it. Okay, so I'm probably gonna get stopped out, but the market's dipping into it. So maybe I'm downplaying this area of liquidity. I'm trying to look to see if I'm missing anything. I mean, we got a two-legged pullback into support. Basically, no matter how you draw it, it's a two-legged pullback into support. The bulls broke out. They broken out of it. They came back and found support right at the top of this damn thing right here. They found support. They're making their way up. If they hold this, then it only makes sense for them to retest this range right here. And this is why I did not want to take any more trades in my account. I don't want to deal with this crap. I don't. That's gonna probably be a rule that on these bearish, bullish days that I probably might sit out because I don't want to deal with it. Okay. So at least for right now, they are using this area right here as an area of liquidity. Bulls did buy right back into it right there, and they're holding it. Now, as crazy as this sounds, the bear is going to have to hold this. We all know that they're not. But then at the same time, if the bears don't hold it, then you would have to ask yourself, where's the market trying to go now? We got the rejection at 845 that we talked about this morning. I'm still thinking 65, 70. I'm still thinking that. And the reason why is because, let me show y'all guys. So I'm talking through the charts, and it's because of this, or this is the reason why I was looking for 45 today. I think I showed you this before. I was telling y'all guys about it because I'm looking at this on another screen. So this is why I was looking for 45 because of this low right here. The reason why I was looking for 65 was because of this low right here. So that range between 65 and 45 could be a potential area where we see some. But then you also got this little, oh yeah, this is right here, 65 is that swing low right there as well. And where price broke structure to the downside. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Mm. And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this at all. I'll just do a test run. Do a test run on it. I'll probably do it this weekend, or I add something new to the chart. You said we're at the opening price. Yeah, I think was at the opening price was I think Smith was talking about it earlier. Yeah. 764.50 was the opening. Okay. You got a break of the trend line too as well. Mhm. Mhm. Let's see what they do here at the top of this. I mean, I would highly doubt it. I mean, if they push past this, if they push past these highs, then we're going higher. I mean, we got 906 as point of control from January 31st, and we got a high at 965. We got that break of structure at 865. Let me see if I can kind of drill into these candles a little bit. All right, so we got that break of structure. This candle high is 884. This one is at 872. So depending on what I would do here, I would wait and see what price does. Honestly, I probably would get in at 65 with a 27-point stop. I mean, that right there is kind of enough. And if I can get a better entry short, I would. But like I said, I'm not trading for the rest of the day. I'm done. I don't want to deal with this. Let the market set itself up, let it drop, pop, whatever it needs to do. I'm not going to participate in it. We Friday, tomorrow's Friday, so we know the market loves to run on Fridays. Okay. So let's look at let's look to see what we got tomorrow so we can kind of be ahead of the curve on that. Okay. So we got non-farm. Oh yeah, this is the first Friday, isn't it? We got non-farm tomorrow. That's definitely going to be a market mover. So if you're not well positioned into something, make sure you're out of it at 7:30, 8:30, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, 8:30 Eastern. Yeah. And then right after you got the unemployment rate, you got Fed Bauman speaking, wholesale inventories at 9. We have more Fed speakers at 11. I just wish that they would just catch up on the CFTC data so we can have a bird's eye view of what the institutions are doing. But unfortunately, they're still behind. I don't know why, but they're still reporting from January 21st, and we're already well into February already. Yeah, so they don't even got. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what they do here. Mm, 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 mhm, mm. Yo, thank you. So I appreciate that. Kind of crazy. Just going down, so- All right, so we're coming up to that area right now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Mm. Wow. I didn't realize that until I saw it. Basically, the market has been respecting this high, this swing high, and this swing low. I mean, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I probably should have. Wouldn't that be nice? What? What the hell did I just read? A park ranger? What? This can't be real. This can't be real. That's, this can't be real. They said that a Houston park ranger told a victim that either you're going to pay him or you're going to get on your knees. It's your choice. What? A park ranger? 123. All right. Okay. All right. Man. Man. All right, dude. So trading with your hard trade the chart. Trading with the hmm. I mean, as crazy as this sounds, man, NQ just loves the freaking trend. This thing's been trending all freaking day today. And it's been buying off of this little trend line right here. For shits and giggles, I just want to see if this thing will work. I want to see if it'll work. This is why I take sim trades. I'll take more riskier trades in the sim. All right, let's see if the bull's going to hold this trend line. Wouldn't that be poetic justice? Mm. All right, so I'm almost out of time. As I'm looking over the chart, let me turn this off. I do see something that in the moment that I should have seen right here. Right here. So we got this resistance trend line right here. We got this resistance trend line right here. I mean, if you look closely, you can see that when price broke out, it pulled back and the bulls bought it literally right there. Right at that right at the bottom of that well, right at the top at the resistance trend line. And they bought it and they pushed it right back into this area of resistance. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I need to probably need to actually do that as well. Probably, yeah, I probably need to do that as well. Okay. All right, EJ. Actually, let's look at that. You said that you posted it. Did you post it in general? Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. Ski with Pete. We're looking at Ninja Trader 8, but the DOM is Top Step X. But I trade on Ninja Trader 8 charts. Okay. I'll just recall this for next time. I'll just remember this for next time. Okay. All right. That's all the time that I have for right now. we did end the day green. It just sucks that the price action is it just if it's obvious that it's bearish, but the momentum is bullish. So we're going to see a lot of back and forth, a lot of tug of war. We're going to see moves like this probably all day today with the bears when they finally had enough of the bears or the bulls just keep pushing it up, and then we will start to see moves like this probably in the entire day. And even though we'll see moves like this, They're just going to buy it right back up. So uh, I would sit today out or take some practice trades in the sim today because it's going to be like this. We got non-farm payroll tomorrow. That's definitely going to move the markets. Um, labor is now a big thing. Trump said himself the reason why, or the biggest reason why he wants to, um, anyway, the workforce here in the United States is dwindling down. Majority of people that live here are too lazy, unwilling. They have some form of disability, or they have some form of mental instability, and or they're entrepreneurs. So the workforce is now dwindling down, and that's why we're starting to see, or that's why we saw what we saw last year. I think Springfield, the incident in Springfield, brought that to light uh, with the Haitian migrants. They said that, or at least the employers there said that they love them because they show up to work on time. They're not addicted to drugs. And then when they come, they work and they go home and they do that repeatedly. They're reliable. That's why, or at least in my opinion, the open borders were allowed because the American workforce is just unreliable. And a lot of these companies do take labor from overseas. That's not a secret. Cheap labor from overseas, not only is it cheaper labor, but it's more efficient. You don't have to, and then they hire them through these quote unquote temp agencies, through their work visas and stuff like that. So not only can they get cheap labor, they don't have to provide benefits. And as an employer, that's exactly what they want. And it appears that Trump kind of wants to change that, turning the workforce back into Americans. But I think the damage is already done. Americans are addicted to welfare at this point. They're so entitled to welfare that if you look on TikTok or any other social media platform, as soon as Trump was saying that, you have to be if you're an able-bodied adult, you have to work at least a certain amount of hours. And people were like, "Oh my God, I'm entitled to these benefits. I don't want to work. I want to live off of this. I want to live off of that." Mm. And this is why you kind of have to dedicate your hearts to shorts, because man, I swear this price action, I can see why a lot of people find it challenging to adjust. Because out of nowhere you get the bullishness, and then out of nowhere you get the bearishness, and then out of nowhere the bullishness comes right back in. But overall, if you're looking at it, the overall picture, it's coming back into areas of support and resistance. It's how it's doing it. That's what makes it challenging, because it makes it seem like, okay, well, price is going to move all the way back down to this area of support, but then it doesn't. Then it comes back to the area of resistance. And then it's like, oh, okay, so maybe it's coming back to an area of support, but then it doesn't. And it just keeps doing this. But anyway, kind of going back to what I was saying before, any workforce or labor related data is definitely going to be important, because that's what the focus is for right now. It's a labor force. Farmers are notorious for hiring under the table. And if there's a mass deportation happening, farmers get hit the hardest. because that's where all their labor is coming from. The majority of their labor is undocumented immigrants, and they don't hide it at all either. So that's definitely going to be that definitely affects them. And obviously, if the farmers are growing our food, that affects everybody else as well. Um, all right. So DG says policy against farmers produce such awful profits. They need to find alternatives. Mm. Oh crap! I'm just seeing your CC. Don't do that, crap. Dude. It's not even worth it. It is not worth trading the news. You'll be right and wrong at the same time. You'll be right and wrong at the same time, man. I promise you that. You'll be right and wrong at the same time. Because regardless, if you were to get in, because the market is moving and the spreads are all over the place, your target can get hit, but it may not even fill. And I'm pretty sure that's done purposely. I'm pretty sure that's done purposely. If you're not well positioned into anything, I would not enter into a new position as soon as the news starts. That's asking to be a donation to the market, a liquidity donation to the market. And then you got 3 minis, depending on if you're trading a prop firm. You got to make sure that, because if I'm not mistaken, non-farm is a T1 news event. A lot of these prop firms prohibit the T1 news events. I don't know which firm you're trading. And if this is your personal account, do you not like your money? And I think if this is a personal account, you need to have the required margins in it as well anyway. But like I said, if you're not well positioned into something already, then I wouldn't even take the gamble on making a new position when the news drops. Okay. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today. I'll definitely be back here this evening. I'll look to see what the market does all day. And from that, I'm going to do my best with the NA meetings because, I mean, obviously the market's all over the place. With the NA meetings, we definitely been accurate this entire week. We called for 820 to be the high. I mean, it got to what, 830. So if you got in at 820, took your 13 points of drawdown, you were able to get this move down. We talked about 845 this morning. I wish I took it. I wasn't necessarily, because just how strong this move was. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it does want to go to 65, but I should have trusted my analysis to begin with. We did get this drop right here. We got this one. And I was thinking about taking this follow-up one, but at this point, I'm mentally exhausted, or I was mentally exhausted at that point. So we'll definitely come back tomorrow. But with that said, peace out, everybody.